Why am I complaining about 2K24 this time? Well, nothing really massively in particular. A lot of people won't actually care about this. Realistically, I don't really care. It's just a one-off. From what I'm hearing and what articles I've read, apparently we're going to have Brock Lesnar removed from the game. He was removed from the cover, so that to me says that they're removing him from the game. Now, the crazy part about this is wrestlers have moved companies and they've not removed wrestlers from the games before, even though WWE pushes to have these wrestlers removed from the games. Now, I understand that it's pretty serious allegations for Vince McMahon. He's a scumbag. We all know this. I'm not defending that whatsoever. Brock Lesnar's name was dragged into it because of what messages were like sent between the two to get him to come back. But once again, these are allegations. Call me what you want. You can say it's disgusting, whatnot. But I believe in innocent until proven guilty. Yes, if he's guilty, by all means take him out the game, but don't do it beforehand. I understand that there's like a reputation they've got to keep themselves to an up standard of. Removing someone from the game that is currently on allegations, now they probably will come into factor. For me, as someone that likes to play as him in the game, whatever he's done in real life, disgusting. I don't care. If it's real, if it's true, it's gross. I'm not going to argue that. But when it's currently, in my belief, innocent until proven guilty, why is he removed from the game? Brock Lesnar, for me, in a wrestling game, is one of the funnest superstars you can play as because he's just ragdoll people around. His finisher's fun. Yes, his moveset and his finisher will be in the game, and he'll probably be made on community creations, but having the actual superstar themselves in the game is important to me when it comes to like someone like Brock, because I find myself playing as him a lot in 2K23 or past wrestling games because, like I say, you just ragdolls people around and it's fun just slaughtering people on the game. You know, it's one of those things. And now I keep seeing lots of things like the Undertaker streak was now broken by Roman Reigns, which, according to WWE, it is because they're essentially erasing Brock from history, which, again, innocent until proven guilty. If he's guilty, go ahead and do it. And I understand why they're doing it, because you distance yourself away from these kinds of things. It's what they did with Chris Benoit, and rightly so, obviously. A lot of people have the argument that you take away the wrestler from the real life side of things, which I disagree with entirely, and that's probably a controversial opinion when it comes to wrestling, because lots of people are fans of Benoit because of his in-ring thing and his skills and whatnot. You can't take away the athlete from the person, whatever the saying is, I don't know, but I disagree with it. And if Brock comes out with it being true, which it probably will, then it's gross. Yes, it is. But until then, just keep him in the game. And it ruins a part of the WrestleMania showcase as well, because I'm going to assume that that match was in there. Brock against Undertaker was probably in the showcase. And if he's been removed from the game, that's cut content that we're not going to get now. Because that WrestleMania, the only talking point from that WrestleMania, realistically, is the Brock and Undertaker match. So straight away, we've essentially been robbed of one of the showcase matches that's pretty important, in my opinion, especially in the whole history of WrestleMania, that you have the Undertaker streak broken. You've got to have that in the 40 years of Mania, and essentially it's going to be taken away from us. And it's only a short one because it's an annoyance for me more than anything. People won't be bothered, like I said at the start. That's fine. It's not really that bothersome to me because at the end of the day, if it's all true, then you can't get behind that kind of behavior. But it's just a piece of content taken away from the game, which is annoying. Vince McMahon will be taken out the game. Who cares about that? No one's going to care about that, of all things. Someone like Brock that has incredible like history when it comes to like a 40 years of Mania mode, it's a sticky one that you take away. I don't think they'll patch in new content for us. They'll just rip the content out more than likely. If they change it, I'd be very surprised, and I'll give them a round of applause if that's the case. Being so close to release date that it's not guaranteed that he's been taken out the game. It's just a bunch of articles that I've read. Having it this close to the game, having him taken out, they're going to have to pull a bunch of content out, just remove him from history essentially, and probably like 2 or 3 matches maybe from the showcase. The Undertaker one would 100% be in there, but now it probably won't be. And that is why I'm annoyed. Basically, for that match and the fact that playing as Brock in the game, you take people out, you ragdoll them about. It's just a squash match, essentially. But at the end of the day, it's not too bothersome because you can play as whoever else. That's about it. Probably controversial, really, but one of them. See ya.